Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will put toe to leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia's offense will get the ball first. The meeting last year between these two teams really underscored the fact that Georgia never really seemed to find its rhythm, and also sent signals that Florida may be on the rise.
Yeah, it was super close. Remember, DJ Lagway, who we all know is sensational, a stud. Like, he was playing really good football. He gets hurt, he goes out. Palmer, the Florida defense played great, turned over Carson Beck several times, but I think the quarterback spot they felt like held them back. That's not a thing today.
No, and I think Florida feels like they've recruited better and they've gotten some help from the portal. I think they feel like they line up and match up a little better. They're not equal to Georgia by any means yet, but I think Florida feels like they have the talent now. If they can stay healthy on the field, then anything in this game can happen.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end.
Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? It comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And it's good from 58 yards out.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Off play action. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Snagged out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Gators are on the move. The give on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Got his man quickly. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox. He's
got it on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for space, it's Frazier. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
On the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's dealt. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, it's two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Thomas. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Branch. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Branch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Grab behind the line, it's Bell. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. He'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him in. It's ball. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To throw, it's Lagway. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, but now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
And the Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
To the air, it's Stockton. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete. Defense does a really good job in coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got him this time. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch, it's Branch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Illegal touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators. Bulldogs.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David,
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they did a great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. The Dogs have enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Branch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw for it. Can't quite make the connection there. Him a little too much.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Quarterback may change this route. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
Just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
They'll go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Grabbed in the middle. It's Livingston. He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Zings it complete to the right. Look, you would love to have gotten a touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Let's stretch this lead out. Now you got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Georgia! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair, and if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it, it's ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Pulls in the deep ball. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Setting up the screen. The Gators get it past the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here.